How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is wrapping up its Player's Choice sale, and I want to highlight an absolutely awesome deal that I actually missed highlighting the sale and covering the sale, and we want to highlight a couple of other deals that have gone under the radar and that I didn't mention, so we'll try to get through everything pretty quickly. There's a lot of deals to go over, so let's get started with the deal that I think is absolutely awesome, and that is the Star Wars Jedi Cross-Gen Bundle, which is 75% off for $19.99. Now, you have to know what this bundle entails. You get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the PS4 and PS5 version of that game. And remember that Jedi Fallen Order has kind of had its discounted price jacked up from like, it would be $3.99, $5.99. Now it doesn't get cheaper than $9.99. And you get Jedi Survivor. But not only do you get Jedi Survivor, you get the PS4 version and the PS5 version of the game, which I've talked to people that have actually played through the game. I believe that they have separate trophy lists, and the PS4 version from a performance standpoint actually has some benefits. Now, this is when the PS4 version initially dropped. I don't know how the games have evolved, and Jedi Survivor obviously was notorious for its lackluster performance. But you get all versions of the game, where if you buy Jedi Survivor standalone on PlayStation 5, you don't get the PlayStation 4 version of the game. So to get all of that for $19.99, and you guys know how I feel about these games. I don't give a crap about Star Wars for the most part. Like, I watched the, what is it, the prequel trilogy with Anakin? Yeah, I watched those movies, and then I watched Rogue One as well. But I don't have that affinity towards Star Wars like that. I just appreciated Jedi Survivor as a great game. Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor as great games. Now, I do think thematically the Star Wars universe is like pretty cool, and that whole sci-fi aspect, like that's gonna be up my alley as far as translating that into a video game, but you gotta do a good video game, and Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor are absolutely fantastic. Quality action-oriented gameplay, loved Cal as a character, and you've got a variety of difficulty options if you want an easier time, but yeah, narratively great as well, and I thought Jedi Survivor was a better game than Fallen Order. I know some people lean towards Fallen Order, but I thought Survivor was the better game, and I thought Survivor was just an outstanding game, so highly recommend this collection, definitely worthwhile, and hopefully Game 3 is making smooth progress. You know, a lot of things going on at EA. I don't know if you guys heard, they've been acquired and all that, so yeah, $19.99, hopefully Game 3 turns out well, but yeah, Fallen Order and Survivor, good deal there. Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition, is $42.59. I love Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's a phenomenal game, and while I wouldn't say the game is better than Witcher 3, what I would say is at this point, I think Cyberpunk, as expanding the universe, the lore, and the world, has a higher ceiling than what Witcher has, and I just think it's phenomenal. I think Edge Runners added a lot to that as well, and obviously, when it initially came out, it was kind of a disaster experience, but then update after update after update, Cyberpunk 2.0 came out, and then Phantom Liberty came out as well, and Phantom Liberty is absolutely outstanding. A lot of replayability in the game as well, so even though it's $42, you could get well over 100 hours of gameplay, and honestly, 100 hours, if you do multiple playthroughs, is probably putting it a little bit lightly with all the different branching pathways and whatnot, but $42.59, great deal on that. Metro Saga Bundle, it's Metro 2033, Last Light, and Exodus. I talk up this collection all the time. These games are really, really good. Not super lengthy, but sometimes you just need an atmospheric, immersive set of games to go through, and man, Metro is exactly that, and the Saga Bundle, all 3 games for $8.99. Definitely a good deal, and you get the Metro Exodus Gold Edition with the DLC for that. A lot of people think Exodus is the weakest game of the 3. I would say Last Light is my favorite. I'd probably put Exodus number 2 and 2033 number 3. Going through the games again, I would probably... Exodus I thought was decent, all things considered, and 2033 is really... Like, all 3 games are really good, and I would say it's worthwhile. $8.99 for the entire bundle is pretty good. Next up, Lords of the Fallen, 40% off for $17.99. I'd probably give this game more mentions than it deserves, but as an action Souls-like game, I actually thought it was a decent game. Is it blow away? No. I did like the different realms gimmick, and I know a lot of people were like against that, but I thought it was fine. Performance was disastrous when it initially came out, but for 18 bucks if you're into the genre, which I certainly am not these days, but for some reason I still played Lords of the Fallen back in 2023. $18 on that isn't a bad deal. Next up, we have Stray, 40% off for $17.99. Solid deal for Stray. It's a game that came out back in 2022 and actually launched alongside PlayStation Plus Extra, and PlayStation Plus Premium back when, you know, the PlayStation Plus remodeling came out. Unfortunately, Stray is a game that's really held up in price, and it's no longer available in the Plus catalog, so you're just left to paying $18 for it. It's a worthwhile game. It's a super relaxing game. The atmosphere is great. The setting is awesome, and, you know, might be a little bit pricey, but it's not like we're getting the game much cheaper, so I thought I'd give that a shout. Dying Light 2 Stay Human, 67% off for $19.79. Definitely not as strong of a game as Dying Light 1, but a game that I still really enjoyed. I still think as an open world action-adventure game, it's still a worthwhile game to go through. Narratively, starts off strong. Second half of the game, I just think it falls off a cliff, which is a bummer, but still, from the open world, the traversal, the parkour, I think that's all really well done. It's a bummer about the story, but, you know, you get back to playing as Kyle in Dying Light the Beast. So there is that, but Dying Light 2, $19.79 on that. Next up, my game of the year for 2024, I'd be remiss if I don't mention Metaphor ReFantazio, 45% off for $38.49. Absolutely excellent deal for a game that I absolutely love. Metaphor is a phenomenal game, an exceptional JRPG. I think this game is better than the Persona games. I love the cast of characters. The soundtrack was phenomenal. The story is outstanding, albeit, you know, a bit predictable, but I thought it worked really well, and overall, a great game. A phenomenal antagonist in the game as well. But for $38.49, excellent deal there. Strongly recommend Metaphor ReFantazio, a tremendous JRPG. Next up, we have Palworld, 25% off for $22.49. Solid deal for Palworld, a game that will still be getting updates. And remember, the reason I always recommend you to pick up Palworld is the fact that the game is eventually going to go up in price. When Palworld 1.0 comes out, Palworld is probably going to go up to at least $39.99 or $49.99, and I think the price point right now is very much already worth it at $30. $22.49 is great, and you're going to be getting more content updates after this. Like, there's still more content updates to come, so I think it's a great pickup at this price point. So hopefully they're making progress to 1.0, and that'll be coming out sometime in 2026, and you know, we can get the lawsuit behind us and everything like that. But 22 and change for that. Valkyrie Elysium Digital Deluxe Edition, $29.99. Now, Valkyrie Elysium itself is a pretty mid-level action RPG. I think it's okay. Is it blowaway? No. Would I spend $30 on it? Probably not. However, the Digital Deluxe Edition does include Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, which is a great game. And to get both for $29.99, I think that's what makes this deal worthwhile. So, you know, from that standpoint, I would say this is a solid shout. But the game itself, I would say, is fairly average. The story is kind of nonsensical. But, yeah, $29.99 on that. Resident Evil 4, the Gold Edition, 40% off for $29.99. I am a broken record when it comes to this game. RE4 is phenomenal. You're taking one of the greatest games of all time. You're remaking it from the ground up. You get one of the greatest games of all time. Again, it is phenomenal. The Gold Edition has the Separate Ways expansion, which, you know, 3 to 4 hours of content, pretty good stuff there, but $30 on that is a great deal. Great pickup there, but that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals. That Star Wars deal, I think, is absolutely awesome, so definitely check that out, but a lot of other great deals available right now as well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and you've got all of today into tomorrow to pick up the deals if you do want any of them, so be mindful of that. Jump on them as soon as possible, but you got a couple days left, and obviously come tomorrow you'll have another PlayStation store to sink store sale, I should say, to sink your teeth into. Some more deals will be coming, as they always are. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.